Being raw for 3 months and taking your herbs does not help me sleep so far. Well, you might want to get the pineal glandular for the pineal gland, or you could, don't use melatonin, you could use different herbs like California poppy, valerian, something like that to make you relax at night and stuff. Might help. If it's coming up here, though, in the pineal gland, really got to get yourself detoxified here. Really work in the colon, the kidneys, the adrenals, move on your lymph, get your head detoxified. There's a lot of people are having extreme problems. As you see, Kelly's one of them. It's all just in here. It's all in her head. Literally so. So you know, you might have to think about doing something like that while you're rebuilding. That's why I like the glandulars. They help you while you're rebuilding things. Don't have to live on them forever. Any herb or herbal mix I can take that is strong enough for insomnia. Again, yeah, your valerians, poppies, stuff like that. Taking some pineal glandular will help you. I am beyond exhausted mentally and physically at this point. Yeah, Bo, listen, man, just have to relax. Is this a woman? Just relax, sweetheart. Get your body detoxed. Get this lymph detoxed. Like I said, use a glandular. Use maybe some valerian stuff to help in that way, and see how this works for you, because it can be quite disturbing. I'm very aware of your problem. So hang in there, sweetheart. You'll get it. Willie Swear, I got your herbs today and they smell really good. Good. Other herbs I bought smell like they were peeled off the bottom of a 95-year-old man's foot. Oh, you're funny. That was funny. I have to admit that was funny. Yeah, these herbs are just a little strong. But would you want to waste your money on something like that smelled like the bottom of a 95-year-old's foot? Oh, yeah. I don't think so. I tell you what. Let's see here. Love how we're getting into the New World Order and reptilian races. This person has asked me not to be scared about talking about the reptilians and the races, Eric, because people need to know it. Yeah, I don't want people to feel like there's so many levels out there. It's sometimes I'm going to start doing videos maybe when we talk about these reptilians, we talk about what's going on here, that I have a warning first, and we kind of just talk about that in the video, because I understand that some Christians probably get irritated at some bizarre stuff, but we do have to open up our consciousness and realize God is a lot bigger than we put it to be. So we have literally dimensions within dimensions within dimensions. Good example, now they have the nano levels that the naked eye could never see. We already use electron microscopes to see some microbes. So we have to realize that there is activity and creatures, beings, whatever you wish to call them, at every level, in every dimension, and we have to open up to the vastness of the Supreme Being. I think sometimes in Christianity we have an image of a heaven up here and a hell down there, and that's it. We're stuck in between. Oh, couldn't be further from the truth. So that's part of the problem in growing, you know. So I want this channel in the health side to be open for everyone, no one to get offensive about some of these things, because there's many things I've had firsthand experience with, and there's many things I have not. And I will certainly let you know when I have not had experiences, but I have had experience with the reptilian race. And if you'll use, you know, you can always play with subliminal work. If you'll learn how to work with the way you detach yourself when you view something. Good example, go into one of these cosmetic places where they have a woman maybe in a bikini and there's these fine cosmetics. If you'll step back, you ever see those pictures on a wall where they have all the dots, and if you just detach from staring right at it, detach, you'll start to see the design within the design within the design. You can also see that in different ads, especially with whiskey or alcohol, and you see a woman and some men or whatever. Look at the ice and the shape of the ice. A lot of times they're just a bunch of naked people put together. They look like ice cubes, but subconsciously you can see the naked people together. I mean, there's so much subliminal advertising out there. I've seen it in cosmetic departments where there was sex written all over the ladies. I mean, we use subliminal advertising and have. So there's some of you probably very familiar with this. I used to play with that to develop the ability to see that, because that's just like seeing auras or anything else. You have to detach yourself away from it and your own mind and things, and you'll see what's been going on out there. It's just every level is amazing. So we have to be open to things. Protect yourself by being strong within yourself. Don't open your doors to everybody. You know, keep your room you, but always love and be open to all things and give that love. But don't always let everybody come in and sit in your living room, if you know what I mean. The Bella, I know you don't, you won't, but please don't ever stop. Oh yeah, I was just talking about this. Okay, this channel, good health is linked with it. Spiritually, I think good health is linked with spirituality. I don't think it. I mean, it's obvious. I can't really separate spirituality from non-spirituality in a sense. I mean, I like to, like everyone else, because it's like you're not being spiritual today or you're being spiritual today. That's kind of fun to play with, but in reality, it's just different levels of awareness. Different levels of awareness, different levels of consciousness, or I'll say the ability to be aware or not. It's nothing to learn. It doesn't have anything to do with knowledge. Knowledge has nothing to do with consciousness. And we read books. What happened to my water? Drew, did you take? You guys are fun. I tell you, you guys are fun. Fruit fairy, this is divine sight. Yeah, I like to know what you're doing. But thank you for this comment about, let's see, question 61, part 2. I don't know what I said in there, but thank you, sweetheart. I love you. Beautiful daughter. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Drew rocks. Smitten. Drew rocks. Funny, isn't he? He's a good guy. I think you're going to find most everybody here is a great heart, and we're really trying. We've been doing this a lot of years. Yeah, I lost my voice during my first round on your herbs, but I called your clinic and they were able to suggest some teas. Good, good, good. Helps soothe the throat. I started to come back the next day. Yeah, oh, thanks. You're welcome, Harlem there. Yeah, I mean, when you detoxify, you could completely lose your voice. You know, I mean, everything's up for grabs, man. The body detoxifies itself, your lungs. Sometimes they're scary. But you know what? Your body's not going to kill itself. And there's a lot of techniques. And as we go along here, I'll try to give you some techniques when I have cases and little things we can use. Learn a lot about your kitchen spices, because you can always use them when someone calls you and they're in a stat need or an emergency need. You can always get cayenne pepper, you can get cinnamon, you can get turmeric. I mean, there's a lot of things that people have in their kitchens you can get to use as an aid to help a healing crisis. Your oils, your olive oils or castor oils, whatever they have. That's why I say in your medicine cabinet, so to speak, bleeding is a good formula to have if you're bleeding internally or you think you are. Antispasmodic for cramping or anything like that, pain. A few things like that's good to have. Definitely lymphatic and kidneys for snake bites. Parasite M for any weird snake or spider bites or mosquito bites, anything like that. But always move on lymph. The lymph determines. And so snake bites or any real poisonous spider bites like recluse, black widows, definitely want the lymphatics. Suck them down. And the kidneys with it. Good work. Good work. Harlem. Doc. The diatomaceous. I always get tongue twisted on this diatomaceous earth. I always get tongue twisted on that for some reason. Guess I was raised around too many cattle, hogs, and horses. It's just Indiana, the school I went to. Terrible speller. Bowel cleanser rather than a nutritive supplement. Yeah, I got you what you were thinking. Yeah, I got you. I hadn't looked into that much, to be honest with you. I try to stay away from the things that are most inorganic. Now, I do. I'm guilty of using the clays and the charcoals. I am. So some of that's probably good, you know. I saw a compound with it in it the other day for the bowels. I thought, well, that'll work pretty good, you know. But we're not trying to scrape the bowel clean. We're trying to bring alkaline chemistry in there, some astringents in there, you know, some healing powers in there to heal up the bowel wall. But remember, we're trying to also reach through the external wall into where all the cells are. That's really what we really want to do. But we also need to get the kidneys, because the bowels are just a bunch of cells and two fluids like everywhere else. So thanks for the comments, and thanks for educating me up, guys. Sometimes we all get settled in with our focuses, but if you see the way I do things, I just can't keep adding more things to the plate. Like even with Kelly last night, I have to make sure that I give you the most bang for the buck. I have to make sure that what money you have, that I put it right where you need it. Now, those people that don't have a financial problem, okay, but mostly we have the opposite. So what we have to do, and what I'm geared to doing, is this is where I want your focus to be. If you want to add this, this, and this, okay, but this is where I need your focus to be. And then, because that's only prudent, that's only proper, that you address the main issues. And then if you need to add something, you can do that. So I can't add essential oils, flower essences. I try that. Here is, I just remember I had this on my desk. This is Running Fox Farms here, Fox Mountain flower essences. They're really cool. This is Moonshine Yarrow. I get a lot of whacked out people in here, so I say, here, let me give you this. But great stuff, you know. I just love nature. You're just wrapping yourself around the mom. Hey, Dr. Morse, my name is Ryan, and I've been recently losing weight on a high water, vegetable, and fruit diet. I'm feeling great now. I have been trying to get my 48-year-old father, who now wants to get surgery on his newly grown nasal polyps. Oh, that'll be fun for him to detox for 10 or more days. Hey, Dad, you're only 48, man. No, your son's kicking your butt. Get with it. Detox your sinuses, because it isn't just in your sinuses, bro. It's in your head and brain as well. That's the other thing. Just picking a couple of polyps and you can regrow them. You got to channel on the cause of this, and this again is the lymphatic system in the human body, which is the body sewer system. Comprises 3/4 of the body fluids, basically, or somewhere close, and it uses the kidneys as the channel. So this is a kidney, adrenal, fix up your bowels too. You want to, try to get your dad to clear up his colon and really have a good cold and flu-like symptom. Drain those nasals, because cutting something out just makes more trauma, more inflammation, more problems, more scar tissue. Had a lot of people that have had some serious problems with these. So be careful. If you want to cut them out, it's up to you, but really detox, because they could grow back. You're not addressing the cause of this problem. You're addressing the symptom. He follows an old system, and it's not helping him. Well, 48-year-old. What about these young people that are still constipated in their consciousness? Where's that coming from? I like to think I'm pretty hip for 60.